up, don't tear me down, because your love is everything I need.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a different video. I feel like it's kind of like a get ready with me, but it's showing you guys like really how I get glam. There's days that I have more natural days and where I just throw on powder and, you know, a little bit of brow product, some gloss, and then that's it. But today I wanted to get glam. I was just kind of like in the mood of just wearing like big lashes and kind of like curling my hair a little bit. On a day-to-day basis, I do wear my hair up in a bun a lot actually, and this is a hairstyle that I like to kind of do to kind of like dress up the messy bun do that I do. I didn't incorporate the hairstyle into this video, but it's pretty much just putting your hair up in a bun and taking out your bangs. I do have side bangs, so I took out the side bangs and then just curled them a little bit, and that is pretty much it. I do have a full-on video of how I do curl my hair if you guys are interested in that, which I will link down below. But like I said, the tutorial of the hair is not in this video, but maybe I will do like a video on how I get this hair, but it's honestly super easy. Other than that, we are going to get ready. You guys are going to get glam with me, so grab a snack, grab a drink, because this video might be a long one. Without further ado, enjoy getting ready with me. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start off with our brows. I always love starting off with my brows just because I feel like whenever I do my brows first, I can just avoid getting powder and foundation and everything else on them, because I feel like if you do your foundation, all that stuff first, and then your brows after, I feel like a lot of buildup of powder and everything is just all over your brows. Under my brow, and then I like to line and shape on top of them, and then I will fill it in with the rest of the pomade. Brow. I'm about to like shape them with the concealer. This right here isn't so harsh, because if you let that be so harsh, it's gonna look very like defined there, and you kind of don't want that, because then it starts to look unnatural. So I like to just brush it all back. The most product should be at the end of the brows, and then the small amounts of product should be at the beginning of the brow. I'll be taking this MAC 217, I believe this is. No, this is a 212, but I believe Morphe has one very similar. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your concealer. I like to take concealer because it just blends a little bit better, especially if it's thicker and it's not too runny, so it's not going to go all over your lid, you know. So I get the brush and some product, and I kind of just like clean this up with the concealer, like almost concealer brush, and I'm just going to kind of just clean this up underneath here. That way you don't see the concealer as harshly anymore, and it kind of just like blends, and it also just adds like a little bit of highlight to the brows. Eyeshadow, and I scooted you guys a little closer, that way you can see up close and personal. And I'm actually going to just take a concealer. This is the L'Oreal Pro Glow concealer, and for some reason my eyeshadow primer isn't working for me anymore because my eyes are just too dry for it. So I just been taking any concealer really, but I really like this one because it's really hydrating. And I just blend it out and set it with some Airspun, and then we will move on to the eyeshadow. Okay, so now that that's done, we're gonna move on to eyeshadow, and I'm going to be taking the Jeffree Star Thirsty. Now I kind of did like a mini review on my last video, or a couple of videos before this last one that you guys saw, and I didn't really care for this too much, but I used it again the other day, and I was like, you know what, I think it's just because the shimmery colors, they need to kind of scrape off the top layer, and then they will be a little bit more pigmented. So I'm going to show you guys this in action again today, but I'm going to do a different look, and I decided I'm going to use these three colors right here. It's going to be like a kind of like a neutral chocolatey look. I'm going to firstly take this color called Stroke, and I'm going to be taking this on my Morphe blending brush, and I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to put this right into the crease. I'm not going to like make it, you know, move all over the lid. I'm just kind of keeping it right there in the crease. The brown color, which is this one right here. It's a really dark chocolatey color, and I'm going to be taking that on my Morphe M433, And I'm going to just put this right into the crease as well, but I'm not going to bring it as high as we did that stroke color. This is going to stay right in the crease here. What is this color even called? I can't even see it because this is already getting messy. This is called Plug or Plunge. I think it's Plunge. Yeah, Plunge. And it is this beautiful like bronzy shade. It just reminds me like of like cinnamon toast. I think that's what that color reminds me of, or like cinnamon. Sorry if the lighting keeps changing. The sun is going like up and down, so I'm sorry if it keeps changing, but I am going to try to fix it, you know, throughout this video. But anyways, I'm going to be taking the Morphe M124, and this is a concealer type brush, and I'm going to be picking up a little bit of that color, but first I'm taking off the color that we used last time. I'm going to kind of clean it. I actually got this from the Morphe store. This is the Color Switch Mini, and you just basically clean off your brushes in it. And I got one for my freelance kit and one for my vanity. I'm going to take that color Plunge, and I'm going to put that right on the lid. I'm going to kind of use my finger to kind of get most of the color here on my lid, and then I will kind of like blend it out and everything with my brush. So it's coming out a lot more pigmented as the first video. I don't know if you guys can tell. With my finger and with the brush, you can actually see the dimension of the actual eyeshadow now. Color Drizzle, and I'm gonna kind of just darken and deepen this outer B just a little bit. Gonna kind of build the color up, and then I'll blend it out in just a second. So shadow is pretty much done. I'm going to move on to lashes. I'm going to be taking my lashes that I link down pretty much in every video down below. They will be linked. These are from Amazon. They are, I think, $10 for this whole thing, but there's 5 of them. And they are real mink lashes, so you can reuse them. I actually like to clean them and reuse them. But sometimes I like to try like different styles. Style is actually the A12. I do really enjoy the W11, I believe it is. Those are some of my favorites, but I wanted to try these out today because they're a little bit more longer and wispy. And then it doesn't help that I have these raptor claws either. Okay, finally. Lash glue I love using is the Kiss glue. This is the strip lash adhesive, and it does dry clear, and that is something that I do like in a lash glue, because I feel like if it dries black or a different color, then it kind of just shows, especially if you're not going to be wearing any eyeliner. Lashes are drying, so while those are drying, I'm going to just add a little bit of eyeliner by the Balm Cosmetics. This is one of my favorites. Mentioned it 1,000 times. I love the brush on it. If you guys haven't seen me talk about this, this is what it looks like. It's really good because it is very, very black. That is something that I look for in a eyeliner. So paranoid of the camera either stop working, like stop recording, or it just goes really, really bright. So that's why I keep looking at my viewfinder over here. But I'm just gonna make a very, very like thin, like the thinnest line possible, the same way. But I literally cannot talk whenever I'm doing eyeliner. Like, it's literally impossible for me. And a lot of you ask me like, do how I do a perfect winged eyeliner tutorial, because I used to do wings like back in the day, and I used to get like so many compliments of how like sharp my winged eyeliner was, but I cannot talk and record at the same time, so that's why I never filmed one, because I feel like it would just be honestly a disaster. So I'm so nervous to like try to do that type of video without talking. Maybe I can do like a voiceover. I get scared that I'm gonna apply the wrong lash to the wrong side of the eye, but yeah, these are the right side. Oh, these are really pretty. I love the way these look. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my primer. You guys are probably so tired of me mentioning this, but if you have, you know, kind of dry skin but you have pore issues, definitely recommend this. But even if you do have like oily skin too, I feel like this would be really good for a primer. But I just love this because it makes your face feel like really soft. It just smooths everything out. I do have some like breakouts right here, and I feel like it just hydrates them a little bit. so that whenever I do put on my foundation, it doesn't look really, really dry. This is the foundation I've been using pretty regularly, especially when I'm going to be doing a more glam look, and especially when I know I'm going to be out and wearing the makeup for a long time. I love using this. This shade matches me perfectly, and I really haven't found a foundation that really does that for me. So, and the formula is really nice. It looks really smooth and almost like natural on my skin, but it's not natural. It can actually be a really full coverage foundation, and I like to wear this for light days, more of glam days. I just like this foundation because it's more universal. Like, you can make it really glam or you can make it really soft looking. It really just depends on what's going on the eyes and the rest of the face. And I'm going to be taking my Equal Tools Beauty Blender sponge to blend it out. Add a little bit more to kind of build it up, but if you wanted to, like I said, you can leave it like this and it would look really pretty. But I'm just going to build it up a little bit more on my cheek area and my nose, and a little bit more on my chin where my breakouts are. I like Girl Pro Conceal Highlighting Concealer. I don't even know what shade this is. Oh, this is the shade Porcelain. I believe it's one of the lighter shades, and I feel like this does a really nice job of highlighting my under eye area. So I'm just going to add this underneath my eyes. I do have to add it like very thinly, because if I start adding it a little thick, it just becomes too much and my under eyes look very cakey. My Airspun powder, you guys already know what it looks like, so I don't have to show it to you. And I'm going to just take that and set my under eye area before it starts creasing. Unfortunately, because I have, like, you know, these fine lines underneath my eyes, which I do want to fix later on in the future, maybe get some like something so that it's not as like wrinkly, but for the meantime I have to set it as soon as possible or it will crease no matter what concealer I use. So I do have to hurry up and set it once the concealer is laid down, but while I'm at it, I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Airspun. My nose, like hella white, so we need to add some color back into our face. So I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer. I recently repurchased this and I do have to say that I did miss using it because it's literally the perfect bronzer for me. But I do use this as more of a contouring, bronzing kind of thing. I don't like to like really take a big fat brush and do it all over my face because I feel like that just makes my face look hella round, and my face is already as round as it can get. So I do like to take this on the Morphe contouring brush. This is the M530. I think I'm going to make a video on like all my favorite Morphe brushes. To be honest, like I have so many brushes in my collection, but I find that like Morphe is really affordable. And I feel like really it's almost like buying like drugstore makeup, but you know, these are really good brushes to add with your drugstore collection. So, and if you guys notice, like I don't really use that much high-end makeup on my channel just because like to me feel like there's so much good stuff at the drugstore that you can use an alternative for the high-end stuff. I mean, I have high-end stuff here and there, like for instance the Jeffree Star palette, but like most of my face is drugstore. My powder is drugstore, my foundation is drugstore. So I mean, to me, I feel like there's not really a need for all the high-end makeup. I mean, it's nice to have, but if you can save some money, like why not? NARS, I forgot what this brush is called. This is like back in the day brush, but I haven't used this in forever and it's literally so dirty and ugly. But I've been trying to like get my nose contour like down because it's just literally like potato nose. So we're going to try to contour with this. So this is the Hoola again. And sometimes I end up overdoing it, but we're going to try one more time today. Maybe this brush will make it a little easier. I remember I used to love this brush. Oh hey, I feel like it does look a lot better with this brush. Maybe I should start using this brush. Yeah, it does look a lot better. I feel like the first time I tried to contour my nose, oh my god, it just looked like a muddy hot mess. I'm just gonna kind of bake right here so that I can try to get more of the precision. I feel feel like the lines are still a little bit far apart, but oh well. And then I'm also going to just bake underneath here so that our contour could be popping. I really can never do my contour without doing this step. I kind of use this as blush because, like I was mentioning to you guys, I've been really loving bronzer as blush. I don't know, I just feel like it gives me more color than blush. And I just hate having to apply a different blush every makeup look I use, you know? So I'm going to take, I think this is actually like a lip brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to take that drizzle color, that dark color that we used. And I'm going to kind of like just very lightly put this underneath here. Love this for like just smoking out the lower lashes. And I'm going to take the color Stroke, which is a light orangish terracotta color that we use in our crease. And I need to look closely because I'm kind of blind. And I'm just going to kind of like blend this out a little bit, just to give me something underneath here. I don't want it to look too bare. I'm actually like trying this new thing where I don't add mascara underneath here because I feel like it just makes the like top lashes just pop a little more. So we're not going to be adding mascara on the lower lashes today. Should be done. I don't like to leave it too long because if I leave it too long, I'll start looking like a creepy alligator. And I'm going to dust this off as well. You guys are probably tired of seeing this as well, but I just cannot get enough of this. I don't know where I was before I started using this. Like, honestly, this is so good. I used to like knock MAC highlighters because I have a few and I never really enjoyed them as much as I do this one. And gotta say, I really do love that one. It just makes it pop. The rest of our face. So I like to take this Morphe M510 brush. It's one of my favorite highlighting brushes. I have one that's black. I have this white one. I actually have like 3 of these, but one of them's black and then the other 2 are like white. But I'm going to apply this to my cheekbones, my nose. It's really hard for me to like get highlight here without overdoing it. Before we do lips, I need to set these brows because I don't want them to move anywhere. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this, but this is the Morphe Brow Setting Gel. This works really good to set your brows, and I like it because it is clear. It's a little bit more affordable than Anastasia's. I feel like Anastasia's is better. Like, it's like dries harder. This one kind of doesn't dry hard, but it's still pretty good for the price. Lip liner I think is one of their originals, but it's in the shade Spice. This is one of my favorites. Tried this one, but I have so many of these, but I really wanted to try this color because it's just a really beautiful nude. It's almost like a brown nude. So this is the NYX Lingerie lipstick, and this is the color Dusk to Dawn. And it looks like a really pretty orangey, like light nude, but that's why I put the lip liner first, is because I wanted to give it a little bit more dimension and not look so like pale on me. Like, this color combination is so beautiful with the lip liner. Right, so for hair, I'm just gonna kind of curl my hair. I do have a full-on in-depth video of how I curl my hair, so I'm just gonna do that off camera because I feel like it would just be kind of a waste if I do it on camera since I have a full video on it. I will be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed getting ready with me and doing this 1-hour glam. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you enjoy my videos, and stay tuned for more future videos as well. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!